In this video, I'm going to be showing how to work lateral braids in the round with a minimal jog. When working a lateral braid in the round, at the end of the round, you have to do a little bit of an adjustment to make sure that the lateral braids match up with one another. So looking at this example here, it's not an exactly perfect join where it seamlessly goes from one side of the lateral braid to the other, but it does help prevent them from being at different levels. Here, it's at the side of a sock, which you can always wear towards the inside, or if you have it at a side seam or an underarm, it's not super noticeable that there's that bit of difference here where it doesn't quite look the same as the other bits of the lateral braid. This example here is with a contrast color lateral braid, and you do have to do a little bit of color management here at this transition to get the neatest look from transitioning from one color to the next. I'll be demonstrating this both on the solid color and on the contrast color here so you can get an idea of both. I'll briefly demonstrate the lateral braid technique here just as a reminder. The first thing you'll want to do when making a lateral braid in the round is make an increase because you want the position of the beginning of the round to remain the same, and when doing a lateral braid, the stitches kind of transition one over to the left. So in order to maintain that beginning of the round in the same position, you will increase one by doing a make one increase. So now I have my increase to make sure my position of the beginning of the round stays in the same place and I can begin my lateral braid. So I'm going to transition this stitch back to the left needle, and then what I'm going to do here is knit through the back loop of the second stitch on the needle, and then knit through the front loop, just a regular knit through the first stitch on the needle, slide both stitches off of the needle, and then slide the first stitch back onto the left hand needle so I can begin this process again. So again, knitting through the back loop of the second stitch, knitting through that first stitch just regularly, sliding both off, and then sliding the first stitch back onto the left hand needle. And I'm going to go ahead and work to the end of the round until we are ready to work our join adjustment. We're at the point where I'll need to make the join adjustment. So I have 2 stitches left on my left hand needle here. 1 stitch is unworked and 1 stitch is a lateral braid stitch that I just slipped back onto my left hand needle here. And you can already see that if we weren't to do any sort of adjustment, that our lateral braid would end up higher on this side than on this side. So this adjustment will help make things look more even. So the first thing that we're going to do is knit these 2 final stitches together through the back loop, and that helps account for the increase that we had done at the beginning of the row. So now we are back to the same stitch count that we had at the start of the row before we did that increase. And this next part here is what helps align these 2 parts of the lateral braid. So we're going to place our right hand needle through this lateral braid stitch here. So just placing it through and knitting through that first horizontal stitch. So I now have a stitch coming out of that first horizontal braid stitch. I'll place this stitch onto my left hand needle, and then I'll also place this last stitch onto my left hand needle. And then I'll just use my right hand needle to pull over this stitch over that first stitch on the left hand needle, and then transfer it back onto the right hand needle. And now you can see that there is a loop that lines up with the loops of our lateral braid on the right hand side, and that's what helps pull things together. Then you can continue working on your subsequent row, whatever directions your pattern tells you to. For a contrast color lateral braid, the overall process is the same, but you do have to do a little bit of color management to make sure the lateral braid remains the consistent color that you want it to be, and the color above the lateral braid is also a consistent color without any color jogs over the lateral braid area. So in this first lateral braid here, I have the bright green lateral braid, and then I have the blue above it. So for this next one, I'm going to be working a dark green stripe to appear above this lateral braid. And I want to specifically make sure that this stitch is in the next color that I want to be working versus my contrast lateral braid color. So I've gotten to the same point here where I have 2 stitches left on my left hand needle. I have 1 stitch from my lateral braid that I just worked that I've moved back over to the left hand needle, and then I have 1 final unworked stitch of the round. So again, we're just going to be knitting 2 together through the back loop, but now we're going to be using the contrast color that we want to use on the following row. So in this case here, I want it to be dark green. So I have my dark green yarn ready to go, and I'm going to knit 2 together through the back loop with that dark green yarn. So I've now reduced back down to my stitch count for the row, accounting for that increase that I had done at the start of the row. And then I'm going to go back to my lateral braid color to do the join, where I'm going to be working a stitch through that first lateral braid horizontal stitch to join it back over to the other side of the lateral braid. So I'll drop my dark green yarn and get my bright green yarn. And again, we're just going to be placing the needle through that first horizontal stitch and knitting it, placing this stitch that we just knit onto the left hand needle, placing the last stitch on the right hand needle over onto the left hand needle as well, and then using that right hand needle to grab the second stitch and bring it over the first stitch, and then moving that first stitch back over to the right hand needle where it belongs at the end of the row. And now we are ready to continue working as our pattern directs. And as you can see, we have the lateral braid joining up in the bright green color, and this stitch here is in the color for the next stripe that we want to work. So just like this one, I have a dark green stripe after I've worked the blue stripe. So that's going to be in your next color, just so you don't have any of your contrast color lateral braid kind of bleeding up and creating a vertical distortion into your next color.